Hello viewers, welcome to JMC. Today we are going to give you the most important skill, but I think it is the most important and awesome skill for a car guy, because using fiberglass you can make any of your parts easily and cheap. So here is what we made the quarter panel of a Mitsubishi L300. It was not broken, but I just made it for the video. So here it is. This is in fiberglass. What you're gonna need to make fiberglass parts is the resin. Wait, let me show you. So this red bottle is the resin, and this is the activator which is used along with the resin. And you need a polish to polish the surface on which the will be applied. Any of the polish can be used. It's usually a car polish. And you need an empty plastic bottle or metal bottle, a brush, and make sure you have a pair of gloves or your hands are gonna be messy. And this is the fibercloth or mat. So first of all, I'm gonna wear up the gloves. And here is the other one. So we'll take the panel, but we are gonna copy. This is the metal panel. I already cleaned it with the paper of 80 grit. So make sure you clean it up and remove all the paint or wax or grease or anything from it. But I'll clean it up for you again so that you can see. I cleaned it up with any of the degreasing elements, thinner or petrol or whatever you want, so that it will be dust free. After cleaning it, all the corners of it, I'm gonna apply polish to it. First of all, clean the surface thoroughly. So I'll open up the polish. Here it is, and I'm gonna take a lot of it. I'm gonna apply it to the piece. Apply it thoroughly so that it covers all of the surface. No stains or anything is removed. We want a smooth, nice polished surface, especially the corners, because if the corners are not well, then the fiber cloth is gonna stick out of the corners and the shape you want will not be formed. There will be air bubbles in the shape. So I'm gonna apply it all to the corners, especially. Here it is. I'll just apply 2 to 3 layers so that it is well nice and clean, because the part has a bit bumps in it, so polish will cover all of it. So after applying the polish, I'll clean it with the cloth so to get the best shiny surface. Now I'm gonna mix it up, the resin. Oh wait, I already have some of the resin left in the previous bottle, so I'm gonna use it first. So shake it well before use. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you about, that cobalt is also added in the resin. From the shop where you will buy, ask him to mix the cobalt in it, because the cobalt doesn't rise it. It's just a catalyst to uh, fast up the reaction. So here's the resin added. After adding the resin, you need to add the activator. Usually just if you're a first timer, then add only 2 to 3 drops, because if you add more of it, then it will dry up quickly and you won't be able to make your car. And making sure another thing that you make small portions of the resin, because if you make large portions and they dry up, it will all be wasted. So I'll first of all make it with a small portion, but once you're expert you can make large portions and add more resin in it, add more activator in it. So I'll mix it up. Now I'm gonna apply it with a brush to all the surface, all the corners, and I'm gonna cover up the surface well with it. Here you go. And apply it all the way thoroughly to the surface so that none of the corners or places left uncovered. And now I'm gonna cut the fiber cloth. Wait for a while, let me cut it up for you. So here's a piece of fiber cloth according to the piece that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna fit it in. It will stick to the surface already because there is resin below it. And then I'm gonna cut the excess because it can be a problem for me. I'll cut out all the edges, but I will leave usually a 1 to 2 centimeters excess of fiber cloth, because after drying I will cut the edges. If I don't leave the extra surface, then it will be difficult to get the part neat and clean. So I'll cut out all the excess of the fiber cloth, and I'll give cut at the edges where I think that they will be able, so I'll cut out the edges and make another layer. Here you go. Now press it with the hand so it sits well in the mold. There's the bad edge, I'm gonna also cut it up. Now I'll apply the second layer of the resin. Here you go. I'll apply it a lot of proportion of the resin so that it fits well in the mold. You have to apply that much of resin that it penetrates through the upper layer and the lower layer forms a bond with it. So here you go, you see where the places where I'm applying resin, the cloth disappears and it's just a fine white layer. That's what you have to do. Apply the resin well all to the center of the mold and the corners as well. Here you go, especially take care of the corners, because if the corners are left unpatched, then it will be a problem to remove the mold from the piece that you made. and it will also not get the defined shape that you want. By using the brush, make all the surface neat and clean, and make sure that the what you call it mat sits well with the mold. With the help of the brush, here you go. So I'll make it a fine clear layer with the help of the brush, and here it is. All the resin is applied. It will look like this. You'll have to leave it for almost 5 to 6 hours if you have added less activator. If more, then it will dry up quickly. And here it is dried up. I'll remove it with the help of a screwdriver. It will easily get removed once it is dried up. Here you fine clear piece. It is not a strong piece. It usually needs reinforcement to strengthen it up. So in next video we'll show you how to reinforce a carbon fiber part, but this is prepared. Here you go. So stay tuned and stay with us to see the next video.
Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. I'm gonna let that 808 right out.